Welcome everyone today to our Wild Thing Monster Projects. We have read the book Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak, and we're going to learn today how to draw our very own Wild Thing monsters using geometric and organic shapes. Let's get started. First, you're going to choose your colored paper, and you're going to start all the way up at the top with the head. I'm going to draw, a square for the head. Now, what shape or what type of shape is a square? If you guessed geometric, you would be correct because it has a name and it has 4 even sides. But then I'm going to draw some squiggly lines for the hair of my monster. Right? So I'm going to do some squiggly lines all around for the hair. And that would be an organic shape because there's curvy lines, comes from nature, and really does not have a name. Next, I'm going to make a rectangle for my body. Now, I want you to remember that you can draw your monster however you want using organic and geometric shapes. You do not need to use the exact same shapes that I am, but you do need to make your monster nice and large to fill up the whole paper. If we think about a rectangle, what type of shape is a rectangle? If you guessed geometric, you would be correct. Right? And then I think I'm going to do some ovals for the arms. That's also a geometric shape. But now I'm going to do kind of a squiggly shape for the claws of the monster. So they're pointy, but they really don't have a name. They're organic. Next, I'm going to make some rectangles for the feet, or for the legs. I haven't done the feet yet. Now, as I keep drawing these, I want you to notice, if I draw something very, very skinny and small, is that going to be... If I draw something too skinny or small, is that going to be good for my monster drawing? No. One reason is that we're not going to be able to decorate it as nicely, and the other is that when we cut it out, it could tear or rip. So if you make that mistake by accident, you can just take your eraser, go on, and make it a little bigger. And then last but not least, I'm going to make some web feet for my monster, almost like a duck. So what I'm going to do is do some squiggly lines for my organic shape on the side. And then I have my monster. Now, this is going to be the back side of our monster with all of our pencil lines. So right in the middle here, I'm going to write my name. Now, if this is the back of our monster, do we need to draw eyes on the back side? No, we don't need to decorate this. Our next step is going to be to cut out. So what you can do is you can go get a pair of scissors after you finish drawing. And first, you're going to do what's called the big cut. The big cut means you are cutting off any extra paper that might be in your way. So I'm not really cutting along my pencil lines yet. I'm just cutting out where all that extra paper might be because you are going to be using quite a large piece of paper. I'm cutting this out all the way around. See, it's almost like a big bubble around my monster. I'm definitely not finished cutting, but all of this extra paper that's falling away is going to be in my way. So I'm going to cut it out and just give it a big bubble for the big cut. Now, once I do the big cut, I can start to cut very carefully on my pencil lines, slowly and carefully. I'm going to take my scissors. Remember, whenever you take scissors, you want to hold it with a small hole, right, in your top thumb. And now I'm very carefully cutting on my pencil lines. Now remember, when you get to a piece of your monster, even though I have a line here for my rectangle, do I want to cut right through the arm? No, I want to keep going around, right, so that all my pieces stay together. When I get to this tricky organic shape, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to come from the top, cut a little bit in, take my scissors out, come from the other side, and that little piece is going to fall away. I cut a little bit, stop, cut from the other side, stop, and that little piece is going to fall away. When you are finished, your monster should be cut all along your pencil lines very carefully. Notice, again, the name is in the middle of our belly on the pencil side of our artwork. Next week, we are going to decorate the other side, which is going to be the front of our artwork. Good luck today. Let's get started.